Hello, I'm currently out racing Frank around to garage sales. What the hell's that? They have big shapes in their yard. Interesting. He's on his bike as usual, and it is a challenge to actually in my car get to certain sales before he does. Like, we just both left the same sale at the same time and then arrived at the next one at the same time. So it's kind of crazy. But I think I might beat him to this one because I just left him at one and he was still looking around. So, but now I can't find it. Now it's going to drive me nuts. Wow, that pisses me off. I just went to an address that was a goddamn value pawn shop right there. They listed it as just garage sale, video games, tools, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think, you know, I know this is like a main busy road, but I'm thinking that their house is right off, you know, the busy road or something. That sucks, and they don't even open up until 9 o'clock anyway. So, you know, I'm about a half hour, you know, before 9 o'clock, about 8:30. Well, that pisses me off. I just sort of wasted the time coming up to this area now. First two game purchases of the day, nothing mind-blowing, but for $2 each, I got Art of Fighting Anthology complete and the Neo Geo Battle Coliseum complete. Let's see how my averages go at this church sale. So far I'm like 1 for 5. Well, no, nothing at the church sale, so the losing streak for church sales continues right now. Apparently they were supposed to have Xbox games, what the site said, and they said that when they were setting up yesterday, which they weren't open yesterday, people were already selling stuff as they were setting up, and some people were pulling into the parking lot. So I was like, I don't know, maybe it sold yesterday. It's like, great, that's awesome. So you guys were technically open 2 days, like I kind of thought you were going to be, but then you weren't, but then you were. Thanks, that's awesome. Well, I just scored pretty decently. I have a bag full of N64 games and like one GameCube game, Luigi's Mansion, and in the back seat is another broken 360. This one does not have a controller though, but it does have all the cables and everything. I'm thinking now of pairing up that extra controller I got yesterday with that one and trading it in as a defective system, but you can still get like the bonus, like the trade-in bonus on a defective system. And it's an extra $50 trade-in bonus. I'm 99% sure that it will work. I'm not 100% sure for the old model 360s. I know the new models obviously will get the bonus, but worst case scenario, big deal. I paid $10 for that, $5 more than I paid for the one yesterday. But I will go through all those N64 games after I go to the bank real quick, because I'm going to go back to that sale and they're going to pull out some more game stuff for me. All right, so I went to the ATM, got lost, went back to the garage sale, spent like another $30 or so. The two guys, it was it was a dad, a mom, and a kid, and he was like 20 years old, the kid. They were super awesome, knowledgeable about games. They knew how much, you know, they paid for stuff and how much it was worth, and they gave me awesome prices for the stuff. I ended up spending a little around $100 there, which is a decent amount at a garage sale, at one garage sale, but I will show you what I got, and there was definitely some awesome finds in there. So thank you to them if they're watching, because I gave them like my YouTube channel name and told them to check it out. So thank you guys. I've been to about 10 other garage sales and have not really found anything that I wanted, at least. Lots of games, just tons of sports titles, or anything you don't want, like on the original Xbox. So I'm heading to a like softball league garage sale where I guess they're trying to raise money for trips or whatever. It sounds like the perfect place for a bunch of kid crap, you know, but watch, I won't find anything. Well, that turned out to be something different. I was thinking it was going to be like a little kids softball you know, fundraiser thing. No, it was like a full-grown men's team, and they had one game that I was interested in, Resident Evil 2, for $1. The best part, though, the guy gave me his phone number, says he has more games at home, PlayStation games. He said he had other Resident Evils and PS3 stuff, so he said for me to give him a call tonight, and then He lives in really far away. He lives about an hour away, but they have a softball game in my town tomorrow. So he would bring the games with him and basically leave them at the same house that I was just at the garage sale. So we'll see if that ends up paying off. And now there's a garage sale right over there. I'll go check that one out. This garage sale that I'm just leaving, I just got a few Pokemon games and a couple like disc-only games, but it was $10 for everything I got. I'll also show that later. I'm on my way to go use the restroom somewhere, but I'm going to come back here because one of the lady's sons lives really close by around here and has N64 games and Game Boy stuff, and basically just sort of been like, you know, hoarding it for a while, she says. So we're going to see if maybe I can make a purchase from him and head over to wherever he lives now. So that's the next step of the day. It's already almost noon. I was at that garage sale for like, oh my god, almost a half hour now. Well, here's my bag of goodies of Nintendo stuff and the Game Boy stuff. Well, where the fuck are the Pokemons? There they are, buried at the bottom. Mega Man. Of course, I will go over detail of all this fabulous stuff when I get home. So I'm almost home, and I see that one of my fellow Halloween friends is doing a yard sale, and I just bought Mega Man Anniversary Collection on Xbox and a copy of Legend of Dragoon, just missing the manual, but overall in good shape, for $1 each. And I literally like just left their house, and now I'm home. So that's how close we live to each other. Not even 2.5 blocks away. I don't normally find games that close to my house, but the best news is she has a closet full of old game stuff. Like a green N64 and Super Nintendo stuff and GameCube stuff. So she said that we'll meet up later this week. Like, I just stayed there for like 15 minutes talking about Halloween with her. She said we'll meet up later this week, and I can, you know, go through her closet and see what she has. And I'm thinking if she sold me, you know, a couple games for $1 each, that's a pretty good indicator that she's not going to ask a lot of money for this stuff. So I'm home, like I said. I'm going to eat, and then I promise I will show you everything that I got. I'm just going to go through everything in the kitchen real quick because I'm starving. I'm going to make some food. Mario Kart 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox 64, Smash Bros, a little rough shape. I mean, just rental stickers all over it, basically. We got Yoshi's Story, Pokemon Stadium with a Blockbuster label over it. We got Assassin's Creed and Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion at least is complete and in good shape. There's those 2 fighting games I showed earlier. Copy of Saints Row. Basically, a lot of this, like Saints Row was $1. Turok Evolution was $1. And Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was also $1. The N64 stuff was either like $3 or $5. Some were $3 and some were $5. Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Diddy Kong Racing, and Mario Party. I think that's all that's in this bag. In the next bag, we have those 2 games I just showed you, Legend of Dragoon and Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Donkey Kong Land 3, Mario Party 2, we got Pokemon Pikachu Edition, Wampum, which I know there's a gamer in South Florida that would like a copy of this, so pretty sure I'm going to hold on to that for him. We have Super Mario Kart, Mega Man, first Mega Man on Game Boy. It is definitely rough. I mean, very yellow and brown, and it actually has a small little crack right there, but it did play. And then Gold Cart of Zelda with some writing on it, which that should come off. We got Pokemon Crystal version. We got Adventures of Dino Ricky. Donkey Kong Classics. Taboo the Sixth Sense. Beetlejuice. We got Pokemon Gold. Silver. Red. We got Rayman. Pokemon Blue. We have not one, but two of the light blue Game Boy Colors. One is missing the back to it, and also I think the speaker on this one is blown, but this one works just fine. And then a copy of Super Mario Land. That's it for that bag. And in the final bag, Just Dance 3. I only got that to trade it in, because it'll trade in for more than I paid for it. We got a slim PS2 that they said it actually works, so I might keep this and just sell this as a working PS2. Oh, no! We'll just go through the rest sitting on the floor since it's all down here now while the cat takes over the table. Resident Evil 2. Oh, wait, what I was saying? Oh, the PS2, they said it does work just fine, so I might keep that and just sell it as a working PS2. We got a red 64 controller with a fairly floppy little joystick. Not terrible, but... Then we got a copy of Leaf Green. And Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2. A few more Game Boy stuff, Game Boy games. A rough copy of Blue. An expansion pack. And let's see, Pokemon Crystal version. Lots of Pokemon. And then a few like disc-only games that were super cheap. Mario Party 7. We got Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi. Jesus Christ, I hate that word. 2, not 3. They had 1 and they had 2, and I was like, oh, no 3. That and just a copy of Final Fantasy X. And the Tenkaichi has the manual. Oh wait, and then this is, I love getting these, some empty NES cases. So, good day. I spent over $100, but not, oh yeah, and then the Xbox 360 that's in the car still. So a decent amount spent, but I think that with that many like quality games, like all decent titles, I think the money was well spent. So that is it, guys. Please thumbs up the video, and I hope you enjoyed today's garage sailing adventure, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.